Embrace the difficulties and the challenges in life. Right now, I'm writing my book, and I'm using this time during this coronavirus pandemic, lockdown nonsense, to write my book. Now, it should have around maybe 28, maybe 29 or 30 chapters, and it's coming along, guys. I know I said last year, yeah, the book's going to be out soon, but I just procrastinated on it. Anyway, one of my chapters, I'm talking about Taekwondo, and I started Taekwondo roughly when I was around 7 years old. And I started at this new Taekwondo club, first time doing martial arts, whatever. And I got my new uniform, got my white belt, went for my grading, passed my grading, passed the next grading, passed the grading after that. And what happened was I started to get lazy. I started to get complacent. I wasn't putting in that much effort, and I didn't realize. And in life, there are times where we start slacking. You see me, I like to preach about, make effort and stuff like that. But even me, I slack. When I was working 4.5 months straight every day, I did not touch my book. And people say, oh, he's working until 8 o'clock every single day and working Saturday and Sunday. But even if I just gave it maybe 30 minutes a day or 30 minutes every other day, I would have made a bit of progress. But I didn't bother. I was like, you know what, forget this. I'll do it when I get time. And that's not good. You always have to keep pushing, never get slack. Easier said than done. So when I was at Taekwondo and I was, going for my next grading, as I said, I was getting slack. And my instructor, even if she could see that, even if I was ahead of others, not saying I was, but even if she could observe, oh, Jay is ahead of others, I'm not going to allow him to progress because he is starting to get lazy. And I couldn't see that. And obviously me running back to my mom and my stepfather saying, oh, I haven't, like the junior grades, the people who started before me are now catching up to me and even passing me, like, they're progressing. Why am I not progressing? So naturally, obviously, they got on the defensive and they confronted my Taekwondo instructor back in the day and said, not aggressively or nothing like that, but they just said, oh, why is Jay not progressing or whatever? And my Taekwondo instructor, she was blunt. I respect her so much. She ruled with an iron fist. She said, he's getting slack. He's not making that much effort. And from then, a switch went off. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to start working harder. And I like the fact that I'm not even saying that, I can't even say she held me back because she actually pushed me. Although I wasn't able to move forwards, she didn't hold me back. She actually pushed me forward because she put me in a position where I had to work hard. No slacking. So now that I'm a black belt, now that I've been training for 20 years, I can look at my black belt and think to myself, you know what, I earned this shit. Because if you're a martial artist watching this right now, you don't have to be Taekwondo. You don't have to practice Taekwondo. You could be working Shotokan, karate or judo or whatever. You're going to look at some people and they ain't worth their belt. I can look at some people and I'm like, you are shit. Now, in the martial arts world, right, when you practice your martial arts, there's going to be some things you're not good at, right? And there's going to be some things you are strong at. Me, I'm a fighter. I'm strong at sparring. All the other things, the basic techniques, I ain't that good, but I'm fucking good at sparring. That's what I do. But there's some people, they ain't good at shit. They're not good at nothing. Those are the people who rushed through it. Those are the people who had martial arts instructors who they don't really give a fuck about them. They just cared about the money. It took me 9 years to get my black belt, 9 years. There's some people, they got their black belt after 2 years. But those are the same people, not all, but a lot, who once they get the black belt, they just quit. Yeah, they move on to something else or whatever, innit? Yeah. Me, it took me a long time to get to that status, and I've held that status. After lockdown, I'll be back at Taekwondo. Taekwondo is a lifestyle for me. It's not just about turning up to class or whatever, innit? It's a lifestyle. And that's why I'm so glad that I actually started Taekwondo. Yeah? I learned some real discipline. I don't know if it's, just nurture or nature, because I'm a very disciplined person. That's why I'm able to achieve things and focus and stuff like that. I don't know if it's nurture or nature, because there's many people who I know who are martial artists and, they practice Taekwondo and they do drugs, they smoke, they drink, their life is not on track. I don't know. But what I do know is Taekwondo has really helped me, and especially my Taekwondo instructor, she helped me so much by not allowing me to just coast along. She taught me something, and she made me realize, you know what? Sometimes in life, even if people seem like they're passing you, you need to focus on yourself. Don't watch anyone around you, In life, you need difficulty. An easy life is not a good life. Me, I want to be a millionaire, right? Ain't got nothing to do with just that figure. I want to have lots of money. I want to be rich. But you know what? I wouldn't want to win the lottery, Because for me, that would have meant that it came easy. And me, I like the journey. I embrace the struggle. As long as I got fucking food in my fridge, I don't want to be fucking homeless and eating tins of corned beef or nothing like that. But I embrace the struggle. I embrace the difficulty. Because I know once I get there, I'm going to be proud of myself. I'm going to be able to look back and think, rah, man was on the street. Man was just an electrician. Now I've got this, I've got that, or whatever. Innit? You see them people that win the lottery? Those are the people, they just, not all of them, some, they just blow the money and they can never get back up to that. You see the people who, they start from the bottom and they work their way up. Some of those people fall off, but some of them get it back. Donald Trump. Yeah? Now, some people say, oh, it's not what you know, it's who you know, so that's why he was able to make it back. Listen, at the end of the day, right, everyone can achieve success, but can you maintain it? If you lose it, can you get it back? That's when you're a real successful person, when either you can maintain it forever or you lose it and you can get it back. There's some people, they reach success and then they're broke afterwards. They weren't meant to be successful. They just got lucky. So I embrace the difficulties. I love it. Sometimes it ain't fun. Sometimes I think to myself, fuck, man, I just feel stagnant. But sometimes you're going to have to, be stagnant for a little while, or it may seem as if you're not getting anywhere. And then one day, you'll be up here. When I was saving up for a house, people around me, buying this car, buying that car, wearing these clothes, wearing that clothes, flying here, flying there. It might have made me feel like, oh, I ain't doing nothing with myself. I ain't got nothing to show. But hold on. 2-3 years later, bam, man bought the yard. About 10 months afterwards, bam, man bought the Egyptian, the studio flat in Egypt. See them same people there? Buying this car, buying that car, wearing this clothes, wearing that clothes, flying here, flying there. Ain't got nothing. Jack shit. So sometimes, the world around you might seem like it's moving further ahead and you are, staying stagnant. You have to keep on working. Keep on working hard. Stay wise.